Namaste, sir. This is about automatic fertigation, irrigation, and climate control for soilless cultivation. Of course, this machine works for all kind of crops like soil, for soilless like NFT or DWC, and aeroponics, aquaponics. It works for all kind of crops. If you take any kind of crop, so it works. We can customize it for any kind of requirement. So basically, the fertigation system contains the controller, which controls your dosing system and the field valves, so even climate control. Suppose something like any fogging valves or fogging pump, any fan pad kind of controls on temperature humidity basis. Of course, fertigation it happens on ECPH control basis, and even volumetric basis also it happens. So it got all kind of features in whatever way you take it to control fertigation, ECPH based and volumetric. I mean, so for how many milliliters of nutrients from one particular tank to be dosed to dose to 1 liter of water, that kind of volumetric basis also it works. So I just want to introduce overall the fertigation system. This is a controller. The complete controls all manual mode and automatic mode and bypass mode includes in this controller. So all kind of control accessories are available on this controller. So now when you come to dosing unit is come forward please. When you come for dosing unit, the dosing unit is a kind of a mixing tank based system we do generally. So this is a mixing tank. So a fresh water from your sump, it comes to this tank, and the nutrients, these are all the nutrient tanks. So kind of organic nutrients also possible. You can dose organic fertilizer, anything. So whatever. So and EC1, EC2, EC3, EC4. Kind of a different kind of fertilizer tanks are available. It depends on your crop. Suppose if you take multiple crops, we do here like a B configuration system. So if you take one crop, suppose capsicum, so there is a B for a capsicum crop, and you could go for any tomato crop. Again, it comes A1, B1. So that is a separate pair of tanks comes for that tomato crop. So for each crop, it comes one set of tanks to control your nutrients. And the pH. Again, a pH is a tank where we dose acid for balance the pH of your final solution. The solution which goes to the field. So this way, we use the nutrient tanks and the acid tank. Of course, some people may use kind of a lower pH and a higher pH, some kind of. So generally here, when you dose the nutrients and you use water, the pH goes generally high only. So then to bring down the pH, we use acids, some kind of nitric acid and phosphorus things. So this way the nutrient tanks are aligned here, and this is a mixing tank, and this is a controller, and the dosing unit here. So we have a automatic valves here, automatic solenoid valves here. So for each tank we have a individual control valve, automatic valve here. So suppose if you want to dose a nutrient from any one of these tanks, so it allows only that tank to get into this tank actually. So that way, so we have multiple dosing valves here. So and even for controlling pH also we have a dosing valve there. And these are ECPH sensors. So we generally it measures inline system. So every microsecond you get ECPH of the water or the nutrient media which is going to the plants. So that way, so it corrects all the times your ECPH which needs to be fed to the plants. So that way, so you can set all the desired settings in the controller. So it allows only that particular ECPH in controlled manner to meet your crop requirements in the greenhouse or any open field or anyway. So this is about all your the dosing configuration. The controller, dosing system, and the nutrient tanks generally how it comes. And for the nutrient tanks we have a filters, kind of a low pressure filters here. So if any kind of a solid particles tries to come into the dosing system, so each that blocks here. So every day or couple of days once we can open it and we can clean that filter so that there won't be any kind of a solid particles which comes to your mixing tank or which goes to the field and blocks your drips or something like that. So that way, so we have all equipment to control in a smooth manner. So that is about all your controls. So controller and the dosing unit. We have a dosing channels here. We use a Venturi here. Venturi principle we use here. So we use the water which comes from your this mixing tank, and it drives your nutrients because of the Venturi principle generally. So generally when you use directly a kind of a manual Venturi system, that there you get a lot of pressure losses due to direct injection, so there won't be any big difference in input and output. The pressure loss will be more there. So here, so we have a zero pressure in the tank. We just dosing to this tank. We are just dosing to this tank. There is no pressure here. So we have a high pressure here. So we need just a kind of a very little volume of water and very little pressure to dose it to desired level of your nutrients here. So that way, so we use, this is a very robust system, so we don't need any kind of mechanical movements which gives you a lot of trouble every time. So that way we use Venturi system. There is no mechanical movement. It just use water to drive your nutrients into the mixing tank, and then mixing tank allows the desired EC pH which is to the crop, and then these volumes, I mean the prepared volumes, goes to your crop. So inside the greenhouse or open field, wherever. So that way it works like it. Now, so we go into the controlling part here. Please come here. So this, see, this is a controller, and you have a user interface like a touch screen, like what you use a smart phone, how you use a touch screen. The similar ways we have a touch screen here. So all your settings and even control parts and your alarms or whatever the history available on the screen. So you can check and you can run anytime, so according to your requirement. So this is basic display and control interface here, and we have a switches here. We have a lot of switches here. So to safeguard your process control, so we have a different switches here. So according to customer requirement, we go for different dosing channels. Suppose if customer at one kind of crop, then we go for only A and B and acid. So if user can go for multiple crops, then we get multiple set of tanks, A1, B1, A2, B2, A3, B3, depends on. If you go for more crops, so you get more pair of tanks like A1, B1, something like that. So acid is common. The pH control is a common for all crops. So that way, so we have here how we operate the machine. Just a brief about the operation of the machine here. So we have a switch, mode switch here. So we got here manual mode and auto mode and bypass mode. So we got 3 modes here to operate the machine. So generally when you set all your needs here, so then you keep the machine in auto mode, and you start here. There's a start button available here. If you start, when you set all the things and you go keep this mode in auto and set this mode auto and start here, then it goes automatically. You don't need to do anything. So that is a kind of automatic process. You don't need to touch anything. So the fresh water comes from your sump and it fills here, and nutrients also parallelly coming to this tank, depends on your EC, and acid also coming to this tank, it depends on your pH, and it mixes well and it goes and it balances first and then it goes to the field. That is the process. That way, so we have 3 modes available here. In auto mode, it does automatically, and when you come to manual mode, this is more useful for testing all your components like a pumps, some pump, even process pump, and even dosing valves, EC1, EC2, EC3, EC4, whatever, and like a field valve. So any field valve. So suppose if you have 20 number of field valves in the field, if you have 10 greenhouses, so each greenhouse got 2 valves. Suppose you want to test it something, so you can test each valve manually. That way, we can keep this machine in manual mode. So if you can keep like this, you can keep the machine in manual mode. Then you can go here inside the screen. Then you can each component can switch manually. That way it works. And one more mode we have here, bypass mode. Suppose something goes wrong with the machine. I mean, the complete electronics is not functioning, or you couldn't able to manage the machine. You don't know how to operate it. Suppose any of your unskilled labor comes here, if you want to take their help to run a show for a day or a couple of days in the absence of yours. So that way, so you can use bypass mode here. You keep the machine in bypass mode. You can keep the machine in the bypass mode. Then you can switch all your pumps and even nutrient dosing valves and even acid dosing valves. You can keep in. You can still switch this way. This way you can switch all your pumps and your valves. And the only thing is you need to go into the field, and then you have to operate your valve there in manually. There are two modes available in the field. So one is automatic mode and one is a manual mode. So when you are using here bypass mode, in worst case scenario, when you're using a bypass mode of control of the machine, that time you just need to, you can control here the switch, you can control the pumps and even dosing valves also, and but the field valves cannot be controlled here, because if you have a more number of valves, we cannot give kind of a manual switches here. So we need to go physically into the field. We need to turn your mode of operation for the valve, particular valve. If you keep in a manual mode, it does automatic. It does go it allows the water inside. So that way you can control, you can manage for a day, couple of days in your absence. That is fine. That is worst case scenario. I never seen that situation. It happened with any customer so far. So generally, even we don't use a manual mode also, because that's for only testing. So automatic mode is our basic, this one, the operation of control. So always the machine will be in auto mode. Okay, that mode allows you to control in fine way to different crops and different nutrients, different ECPHs, depends on crop phase, young plants, or even the growing stage, yielding stage, different EC requirements, it fulfills automatically. So when you come for settings, I will explain how this control happens here. This screen, generally if you look at the basic operation here, this screen, can you see here? Yeah. This screen says your display. So what kind of mode is available here? The machine can be run in two modes. One is time mode and another one is volume mode. So these two modes are possible in this machine. So when you run that machine in time mode, I mean time mode means the field valve can run, you can set 5 minutes for a valve number 1. So you can set 10 minutes for valve number 2. That depends on your requirement. You can set that duration of the process for each valve. That way it works. So the time mode, if you select, so it shows the time mode. Suppose if you're running the machine in volumetric mode, then it shows the volume for each valve, how many liters you want to allow. So that way 5,000 liters per valve or 10,000 liters per valve, that way it allows your water for each valve. So each valve can be set at different volumes. So that is possible. So this is time mode, that way. Okay. And the program what we set inside to run with what kind of desired EC, pH, that program settings. So that program number says here, the display shows here. And the time, suppose here when you see here time set and PV, set is a set time, and the PV is the current time, how long it is working and how much balance is there, that way. So even if you take volume also, the present volume it shows, and okay, what is pending. So I mean the balance of volume it shows here, and the working valve. So suppose what valve is currently running, that way valve number 1 or valve number 2, which valve is running, that gives you information here. And the pH set and the present value, how much you set here, and what is the present value of pH, it says here. And the same EC, how much you set here, and what is the present value of your water EC or whatever the media available with the sensor. That way it works here. If you look here, so the present pH of this water is 5.9, almost 6, and the EC is 0.78 millisiemens something. So almost 0.8 millisiemens you can say. So EC valve, that what you opted for different crop, so that easy selection also displays here. So that way you can understand, okay, what is going on now, which pump is on, which pump is off, what valve is on, which program is running, what ECU has set, what is currently going, what kind of a pH currently going. That all display shows here. Okay, so this is a easy selection. Suppose if we have here 4 nutrient tanks, EC1, EC2, EC3, EC4. I mean A1, B1, A2, B2. These 2 pairs of tanks for 2 different crops. So that way, these are the master settings. You can select whatever you want. Suppose if you want to run A1, B1 at one shot, you can use it. Suppose if you don't need to run A1, B1 at one shot, you can disable here. So you can only run with A1. So that possibility also there. So 2 valves can be used. I mean 2 tanks can be used. Or if you want to use only 1 tank, that is also possible. So that way it works here. All features, I mean feasibility to run your machine available here. Come forward. So the basic settings are here. This is a display, and this is a manual operations and irrigation settings and the schedule settings. And suppose this is a pause, you can give a pause when the machine is running. So you can give a pause. Suppose if you want to check something, so you don't want to run, give a pause, and okay, you check it and finish it up and release the pause, so it goes automatically. So for that purpose we have given that one. So this is a home mode. So when you come to, this is a home screen, so where you see historical data, alarms, irrigation. These 3 menus are available here. When you go to irrigation part, so this comes here. So the overall display comes here, and the manual operations you can see, irrigation settings you can see, and schedule settings you can see here. So majorly, so whatever manual operations, if I go manual operations, so you can see the field valve 1, field valve 2, field valve 3, field valve 4. So like that. So whatever valves you have you are using inside the house or open field, so you can test it. You can even run in manually also. So